Howdy folks, and welcome to Hawkbar Outdoors. And on this episode, I'm going to be repairing my grandfather's old boat and getting it ready for the water again. So, y'all stay tuned. So as mentioned in the opener there, getting my grandfather's old John boat repaired and getting it ready for the water again. It's been in, sadly he passed in the late 90s, and it's been in disrepair for a long time. Has several holes in it. A couple other things need to be done, but that's what this whole video is going to be going over. A little bit about my grandfather. He was a World War II Navy vet. He was predominantly in the North Atlantic, almost had to go to the Pacific. He was on 2 different destroyers, and he taught me a lot in life. He taught me a lot of stuff that I do here on the channel, and I want to do this in honor of him again, and just do right by him. We're going to fill it up with water. See where the holes are. I already know of 2 holes, but I'm going to do this quick leak test here. The one right there, that's not going to be too hard to fill in. And this one right here. That is leaking on the side, that patch right there. So, first thing I've done is taken this rusting steel handle off of here. It was used to drag the boat up and down the riverbank. Albeit it was solid on there. But you can't have steel, especially rusting steel, on aluminum. But that's been on there for a very long time. And it's not terribly corroded. It is corroding in some spots, but we're gonna clean it all up with a wire wheel, fill in some of them holes. I'm gonna rivet this side. I'm gonna put some JB Weld onto the rivet, pop it in there. Did it to this side, came out perfect. We'll do JB Weld under there. It's watertight. So as you can see, put a bunch of JB Weld underneath that. Pop it in this hole. Just get her going. There we go. Is in there. So there was a small hole back here in the back underneath the rear of the boat here, and I hammered it back in best I could. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in with some JB Marine Weld. I already did 1 coat. I'm going to go over it with another coat here, and that should be good. As I said, it was a very small hole, and once I hammered it back, it was pretty much non-existent. I don't even know if I really needed it, but we're gonna fill it in with some JB Weld and it should be good. I've got another small batch mixed up here, and I'm just gonna fill over this first patch. Should be good after that. Okay, I'm using try to braze this little hole right here. Got the area all cleaned up. I'm gonna use the MAP gas and the brazing rod, some flux. Try to get this hole filled. Okay, I'm gonna go out at a different angle here. Try to fill it in as much as I can. It's doing better. Doing all right. I'm not the best at this, so probably looks like crap to people who know what they're doing. But so there it is. It's not the prettiest braze, but I'm going to put a thin layer of marine weld over top of this, and it should be good to go. So here's the big patch that I had. I didn't film what I did. It was very frustrating, and it was choice words were getting thrown around while I'm doing it. But all I pretty much did is I put extra rivets on the side that was leaking. I went ahead and attempted to braze this piece onto here, onto the boat, but it didn't work out too well. So I just put some JB Weld underneath this and just coated it up. And I think it's going to do just fine. It's very strong, it's very sturdy. But we'll check. It'll just be a test of JB Weld, I guess, and we'll just monitor it for y'all. All right, I'm in the process of making this transom. I got all the hardware off, all the extra rivets, this aluminum plate scraped up underneath there for the rest of the old transom that was on there. Now I'm gonna take a wire wheel, get off some of this old corrosion, and I'm gonna spray it with some spray paint to help protect it. But yeah, coming along. Next is the transom build. So I cleaned up the whole rear of the boat there, got all the old hardware off, all the old rivets and stuff like that. It didn't come with a wood transom, so I'm having to kind of make one up. So I made a piece of cardboard up, took it to the back, done a couple angles on it, and this is pretty much what I'm going to use. It's kind of janky a little bit, but I'm not the best woodworker, so this is going to have to work. Got some untreated plywood. I'm going to use this as a cutout, and put some wood glue in between and get that going. Got my first piece cut out. Came out all right. I'm not a carpenter, so it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to use the straight edges that this piece of plywood already has. Cut out another piece here. Trace it out. And go from there. So I got the transom all cut up here. Looks good. It's not an exact perfect fit, but it's going to do the job. We got some ultimate wood glue here, the waterproof one, Type Bond 3. I'm going to liberally put it on here. Close to the edge. All right, got it all sandwiched together there. I'm gonna let it dry. Got some center blocks on there, got some clamps on there, an ammo can. Gonna let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to sand it all down, make it all nice and even on the edges, and get it painted with some Flex Seal, and should be done with that transom. So the transom came out pretty good. It's all glued together, nice solid piece. Glue looks decent. I'm gonna sand this all down, make the edges all nice and smooth, and then we are going to Flex Seal this bad boy to seal it all up. Hallelujah. Transom has been mounted. Just got to tighten everything down. That thing is finally on there. I just got to get the handles on there and put a rivet over here to the side. This boat is pretty much ready for the water. All right, folks. The transom is finished. Just put the rivets over here. I didn't just put some silicone underneath of them, rivet it in case I ever want to take it out. I didn't want to make it permanent. Put the last 2 rivets in. Handles are on, good solid handles. All of this is on, nice and siliconed up. She's watertight. Man, this has been definitely a project for me. Here's the other side. All right, last look here. Got everything done, everything painted up, everything's tight, everything is solid. This thing ain't going nowhere. Got it all painted up again. Finally found some of that deep forest green camo paint. So that's what this whole boat is gonna be painted. But first we gotta see if this thing floats. So that'll be the next test. Well, here we are. We're gonna try this boat out after all the repairs. Got everything in there. All we got is some kayak paddles. All right, well, see what happens. Well, we are in the water. I don't see anything coming through the back. So all we got is a kayak paddle. Try to do this like a canoe, I guess. Put the phone down, but don't see any water coming in, so that is good.
Nice little 12-inch largemouth here.
First fish on the boat. Got me my first fish in the boat. Nice little bass. They're everywhere out here. Just tiny little bass. I've actually ever caught. There you go. That's a nice one. Dang, look at that puppy. Man, good bass. Got him a fish and a salad. Very nice. Yep. Well, that is about all the water that was in there, and I think that was mainly from the scupper hole not being plugged up too well, and from us paddling, getting all that water in there. But I just took out a little bit, but I think it's a very good success.
Well, there you have it, folks. Project Bob performed beautifully today.
Definitely a good day out on the water. Boat was dry after everything was said and done. Repairs held. But look out for part 2 of Project Bob, because we're going to get the trolling motor, get the battery, get it all registered up, get it ready for some more water time. But if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, all that, and y'all have a good one.